Weather's from the far north tonight, and Amanda, what a spectacular spot.
Georgie, now we are feeling like we are really in the tropics. We are at an absolutely breathtaking tourist attraction just down the road from Innisfail. It's called Paronella Park. It basically started off as one man's dream to build a castle in a rainforest, and it's turned into a sprawling 5-hectare garden. It really just has to be seen to be believed. It's just been voted a Q150 icon, and it's considered the #1 thing to do in the top 150 things to do in Queensland. Weather-wise, they put on a sensational show for us again today. We had a top of 27 degrees in Innisfail, and down in Brisbane the mercury ranged from 10 to 22 degrees. Now we are up here as part of Queensland's birthday celebrations, following the path of the historic Q150 steam train, which today travelled from Townsville to Innisfail, and it's been really wonderful to see that Innisfail is pretty well back on its feet since Cyclone Larry. This week marks a really important time in its recovery, the reopening of a very important landmark in Innisfail, the concert hall. 3.5 years after Cyclone Larry hit, Innisfail is finally back making music. It was a broken piece of the town's history and heart that's taken a long time to mend, a loss felt dearly by locals.
And it sort of meant a curtailing in a number of ways of their social life. But to have it open and it's beautiful, and then to have this as an ornament on your stage is beyond anybody's wildest dreams.
The new Steinway Grand may be the jewel, but the crown has undergone an incredibly delicate, time-consuming restoration. They had to strip the building back and, in doing so, uncovered her former brilliance.
The front of the building is painted on that very same colour, in the same material, in the same style as the original building all those years ago.
The 11-metre high ceilings had to be completely reset with 30,000 screws. 160 new windows glazed to cyclone safety standards. Ruined original tiles needed replacing, shipped all the way from England. But now she's shining in all her 1930s Art Deco glory.
It can mark, I think, a period of revival and renewal going forward, so I'm quite excited about what it could lead to.
So Innisfail's got its beat back, and there'll be no stopping the music now it's started.
Now back to Innisfail, where Amanda's visiting a Queensland icon.
Yes, Bill, this is spectacular Paronella Park. It has just been voted a Q150 icon. Did you know it boasts North Queensland's first hydroelectric system that's currently being restored and will be in working order by the end of the year? But there is a lot more to this place than that. It's basically 5 hectares of rambling secret gardens, tennis courts, tunnels. We showed you the tropical waterfall a little earlier. It's a very romantic spot, but I have to say I'm not sure how much romance will be happening here tonight. This is Billy Slater territory, being in Innisfail, so I'm pretty sure most of the locals will have their eyes firmly glued to their TV sets. Today, pre-Origin Wednesday, was an absolute beauty in the southeast. I'm sure that's a good omen. On the Sunshine and Gold Coast, it got to 23 degrees. Further afield, there's been no rain whatsoever in Queensland today. Temps range from 2 in Stanthorpe to 33 in Weipa. There's some high cloud developing over southern Queensland thanks to an upper trough to the west. That system won't stir up any wet weather until Friday. For Origin tonight, Sydney may have a storm just before the game, but then conditions will clear. Light to moderate winds, a minimum of 9-18 tomorrow. There are plenty of cane toads up here. Hopefully they'll be celebrating. We head to Cairns tomorrow. It's going to be fine and 28 degrees. Expect early fog from Mackay south. The Gold Coast blue skies will start to get a little grey, 11 to 22 degrees, and for the Sunshine Coast, 12 to 22. The southeast could see a little high cloud start to creep through, but no rain yet. Gympie 23, Toowoomba 7 to 20. Southern waters northwest to northeasterlies at 10 to 15 knots. It'll be a fine start in Brisbane, but that cloud will start to make its presence felt. 11 to 23 degrees. Ipswich will wake to just 6 degrees, a top of 23. Late Friday, that cover will finally deliver some rain, but it's going to clear as early as Saturday morning. Perfect timing indeed for the weekend. We were down in town a little earlier in Innisfail proper. It is decked out in maroon, I can tell you that. I'm looking forward to heading down there and watching the game in some Billy Slater territory, Georgie and Bill. It's going to be great fun.
You enjoy it.
Well, thanks, Amanda.